Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are... Oh, I have my... Damn. I need my graphics sorted out. Damn. Oh. Yep, that one and that one. We need the ICS. And... I think that is it. TSU logo? Oh, that's behind there. Totally prepared, as you can see. And this car. Yes. As you can see, super prepared. So yeah, let's go into the last round of the ICS or IndyCar Series Championship in Turbo Sliders Unlimited round. The last round, round 6 at Portland International Raceway. This will be a title decider if Tranen bottles it and Yuki keeps his nerves, then hey Tranen, good luck. May the best win. If you can keep up, then you have it in your bag, but if you bottle it, then I guess Yuki has to score a lot of points. In best case P1, and then let's see. Good luck to everyone. I hope this will be a fun race. I hope this will be exciting. And yeah, let's see. Yep. In any case, good luck, Tranen. I really hoped when I pinged in Discord today that we have this race, that we will have a bit more players, drivers, maybe some that are for the first time in here or whatever, just to fill the grid. But I guess it is a little bit Difficult these days, especially with the World Cup and everything else going on probably in their life. Oh. I'm sort of nervous. Oh my god, I'm nervous. Oh. Shit. I hope Yuki can do better. Oh my god, I'm so fucking nervous. I saw, oh my god, my pulse is 146. Oh my god, I saw, but when I was in front of my ghost, I was like, okay. Oh, good luck, gentlemen. Damn, I need to calm down, fuck. Ooh, we have a new guy. Six, seven. At least I'm a bit calmer. I might not be able to talk that much because my door is open, and I don't want to wake the kids up, as my room is sort of freaking hot. So who's not ready yet? McVision and Trannan. Okay. We still waiting maybe for some players? Okay, I'm ready. Good luck, everyone. Oh my god, I'm so nervous again. I'm not sure. Go, Yuki. Oh, the draft is unreal. Oh, fuck. I need to stop, keep worrying about Igiava, and I need to focus on at the race ahead. Hope Yuki can apply some pressure on Tranin. Make him nervous a little bit. Oh, Tranin went in, okay. Now it's hammer time. Do or die. Come on. I need to make P2. We just cannot afford any big mistakes, and that's it. Yuki is now in full focus mode, I guess. He's pulling away, which is good. I need to support him, man. But he's flying currently, as he's the flying Finn. Ah, shit. I need to stop doing that, as that is not the fastest way for me, though. I need to focus, man. Come on. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm already 10 seconds behind Tranen, which is not good. It's like, I don't know, like as if I'm applying brakes all the time. That's how it feels to me. Like that's how fast Yuki is. Him and Tranen totally pulling away. Tranen still going. I wonder what his tires must feel like. Come on, Yuki. Fuck. I need to keep my focus high. Two more laps. Fuck, no. Shit. Why did I clip that thing there, man? Tires becoming worse. It's incredible how Tranen survived on these tires. Nah, I think I'm out. I won't be able to sort of help Yuki there anymore. I need to hope for Tranen to make some mistakes or whatever. But Tranen is like a robot as of late. Like he is on rails. Come on, Yuki, please. Tranen is having hard tires. Once more. Okay, box, box. Why am I so fucking slow, like... Oh damn, Yuki is still behind Dremet, and Dremet is nowhere near to let him go, like... I guess that is everything Tranen needed. But the battle with Tranen and Dremet, I have to look that up as well. Because I saw Tranen passing Dremet fairly quickly. Must have been very lucky with traffic, Tranen that is. Could it be that Tranen beat us on a very good executed tactic and as well as like super fast pace? Like Tranen's last lap was 0.67. Oh, that's Yuki actually. We are sort of getting closer to him, but somehow that doesn't feel... It doesn't feel like that. Like in comparison, when you compare the last lap times. I don't get it, like, how is he so fast? Like, is that a keyboard advantage or... I'm not sure. Come on, Yuki, lock in. Did we lose really so much time in the opening, like when we were 3 laps longer out than Tranen? I'm not sure. This cannot be. Or does he have to come in one more time? Like, I don't get it. Okay, one more stint like this and we are hopefully, but I don't know, like Tranen, if he pulls this off, then fuck, I overfueled. I mean, tell me you want to be a pain in the ass without telling me you want to be a pain in the ass. Like, look at that. Pathetic. Just to be in the way. I mean, obviously he wants the race, and that's a race for position. He was not being lapped, so why should he concede the position? But if the roles were reversed, would I do the same? Probably. So if Tranen doesn't stop, which might happen, I wonder if McVision is on soft tires. Because he had set the fastest lap. Yes, he is. So now that I had the fight, I need to fucking close the gap there with Yuki. So now that I had the battle with Igiava, I lost so much time on Yuki that this is crazy, like. And I slightly overfueled, which is also adding salt to my injury. Fuck, I'm getting slower, man. Come on. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties with Dremet, I hope. But he said something controller issues? Ah, that's bad. I have to say, I have also my left trigger is kind of sticking, even though I've just recently opened it up and like cleaned everything. Oh, Tranen is in the pits. And he's on the soft tires. Shit is up to me. This is what it meant. The battle with Igawa. Shit, man. He's right there. Fuck, I touched him. I hope Yuki can stay ahead. Please, come on, Yuki. Shit. I should have kept the inside or whatever, like I should have made him go wide. Obviously he has the fresher tires now. Damn, he's taking this corner super good. Fucking hell. I mean, he is fast with the soft tires, obviously. Come on, damn it. I thought I would have the I could have like have a switchback with him. That's why I kept like the outside, and I should have known better, man. I should have kept the inside at all costs. Damn it. And this is this 1.5 second battle with Igiava that cost me quite a lot of time. I'm just curious about lap 1 incident, what it was, because I got shoved to the outside. Come on, Yuki, you can do it, man. If anyone can do it, you can do it, Yuki, come on. I'm just losing out to him, and I'm watching like 2 more laps if this goes right. Yeah, 3 seconds flat almost. Please, come on, Yuki. 2 more laps, man. Keep it together. You can do it. Obviously, Tranen is flying. I just don't have the pace. Like, this is beyond me. Like, how fast is Tranen? I mean, obviously he has soft tires, but like also on his hard stints. Crazy pace, dude. Come on, Yuki. Yuki's nemesis sector is sector 1, like. Come on, Yuki. Bring it home, man. Come on, Yuki, man. Can we congratulate Yuki? Like, who won the championship now? Like, what happened? Why did Yuki go? OMG. Congratulations. Yes! Nice one. Nice one. When you have 5 best finished races. Okay. Great job, Yuki. Great job, man. First season, first victory. Congratulations to everyone. Sorry if I'm a little bit holding back because my door is open, kids are sleeping, and I am like trying not to shout. That is why I'm a little bit more calm. But yeah, congratulations. Congratulations to everyone, especially Yuki. I'm so happy and so proud for Team ART to have a championship winner, which is Yuki, and so happy for him, knowing how much effort he puts in strategy-wise, how much he can practice and is able to practice, and all the dedication and time and everything. Like he's doing his best to sort of, you know, give it everything, and trying to sort of yeah, give it back to the team as well. Quite the pace tonight from him as well. Like, he was pulling away. Yes, I have set the fastest lap in qualifying, but to be honest, his pace and Tranin's pace unmatched in this race. So yeah, we had myself in P1, Tranin, Yuki in P3. I was expecting him to nail a sub 1 minute something, like a 59 something, as he did in the free practice that we had. I should have run the standard Scepter livery. I should have done that. And he also, Yuki, used my livery as well. Thank you very much, Yuki, for using this livery. I should have done that as well. I saw him on a different livery. I saw him using a different livery in the qualifying, and then I was like, okay, then I'm gonna stay here with this one. But yeah, I have a team logo on it. You messed up the last corners. Yes, that's where I also lost quite some time. In the beginning, against you on soft tires, and also towards the end, I think the last few laps of the second to last stint, and then also to the last stint, and only in the last few laps I figured out, like, yeah, finally I nailed those corners. Okay, so yeah, P3 for Yuki, P4 Dremet. Without practicing, I guess they achieved quite a result. I mean, it's difficult to say that they haven't achieved a result, as we don't have that many drivers on the grid. Then McVison as well, P5, P6 Igiava, who is going to be a menace, or was at least a menace towards the end of the race when I got stuck at least for almost a lap behind him when I caught up to him, and as if he knew that him battling against me was going to impact the race against Tranen, and it did. Actually, I lost kind of like 1.5 to 2 seconds probably when Tranen came out of the pits. So I could have delayed the battle between Tranen and myself a little bit longer, and maybe could have done a better job giving Yuki a little bit more breathing room, even though Yuki managed it without me. So I will just explain that, like, I have messed up my defensive positions against Tranen, where I should have taken the inside line, and I, for whatever reason, stayed on the outside. I thought like, okay, I'm gonna do a switcheroo through this turn, but it was super difficult, and in both occasions, in stint 1 and stint in the last stint 4, I sort of touched his back slightly, which threw me off and almost into the dirt. We'll now focus on endurance series, or at least one race that will be preview of what it will be, and also FM Formula Manager 1 AI Management Championship. Oh, nice. Some very nice projects coming up, which is great. So yeah, I'm not gonna watch the whole race, as I'm gonna watch the football game. So someone had a poor start. It was the new guy. And probably the new guy is going to be the one that collects us here. Oh. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, you cannot punish a new guy because he is... So he hits... All the new fictional tracks I've made are for... Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Good job, man. Yeah, I was wondering, like... why, what it was, but it's nice to know that there is a reason behind those. Good job, man. So yeah, the new guy. So, okay, yeah. So Tranen runs into my back, which is obviously, I mean, turn 1, it's fine, and then the new guy collects McVision. Then McVision pushes Dremet out. Then subsequently Yuki couldn't steer differently. Maybe you would like to create one too. A fictional track? To be honest, I can try, but I'm not going to promise anything, as I am definitely sort of not in a good shape in terms of track creating and that sort of thing, but I can try to come up with something. I don't want to promise, but I will tell you soon enough, or at least tell me at least 1 month ahead of your event when you're going to plan it. So just DM me and ask for the status. I will try to come up with something. But yeah, so then McVision pushes Yuki. Yuki inevitably pushes me. Dremet had to go, like, Dremet had to sort of cut the chicane here. I mean, I would have done the same. You cannot keep doing it, but look at this now. Like, this is huge respect for Dremet as well. Dremet sort of knew that he cut the chicane, and he gave some of the positions back again, or maybe not. So yeah, Yuki, it will probably start August, and tracks for that first 3 races are already finished, so you have enough time, I think. Okay. I will try to come up with something, and I will keep you posted. So yeah, the new guy figured out these cars are not like arcade style. So yeah, I was having some issues in the beginning, like I lost immediately my lead due to that contact. Here I was trying to not bump into Tranen. And then I knew like I had to make the attack. If I do not go for this move, yes, we touched there a little bit, but I don't think it was too bad. Oh, here I made a mistake. I gave Tranen the initial draft, and then I gave Yuki the draft again, and then I had to go towards this part of the track. So yeah, now Yuki has a little bit more traction, but he is on the outside. And this is like a time loss here, but then again, Yuki still manages to stay on the outside, but not enough to sort of get alongside, and then he makes the mistake over there. I will then, in the next few laps, make a mistake where I sort of lose time against Tranen, and he comes so close that he closes the gap and overtakes me, but he just had the freaking pace. I will send some prefer things that make it suitable for AI racing to you in this. Yeah, thanks. Do it, please. So yeah, I will use those as some reference, and then hopefully I can come up with something nice that suits those types of races. But great idea, Tranen. I have to say, you and Juanan and Igava and McVision are currently sort of keeping this thing alive, as well as Paladin, who is as well doing something niche. But yeah, so yeah, this is sort of crazy. Like Yuki was not able to be there in the beginning, like as if he lost the focus. And then here, this is the mistake I made. Like I was too conservative around turn 1, and this made you get closer and closer. And then, yeah, okay, this small bump here, but it's nothing, like didn't do anything. But yeah, nice to see also that the VSR boys made it to the end as well, like except Remet, who had some technical difficulties with his controller. But yeah, now like this is sort of okay. Tranen was like, okay, I'm not gonna and this was my mistake here. I went onto the dirt, and this is what I meant. This was my mistake. I went onto the dirt. I had to brake way more than I should have, and then here I lost so much momentum, and then you just had to, like, I had no way of defending that. And now, and here, this is the first contact from my part. Here, this is how I saw it. Here. This was enough to lose a little bit of traction, to not get alongside you. And then I really tried. I tried very hard to sort of like block and be a menace, but it was just not enough, and you pulled away. So here I was like, okay, I need to give Yuki a draft, and I hope, like, my concern was, as Yuki and I, we were not in the Discord, my concern was that he knows what I'm trying to do, and I gave him the draft so that he can hopefully get close to you. So yeah, I was like moving to the left, and he was like, okay, he was moving also to the left. I was like, no, go left, man. And then I lifted, and he was gone. I lifted quite a lot there. And then I think I make another mistake here. As I lifted too much, I already sort of... I didn't lose quite the draft, but I couldn't follow Yuki anymore. It was not possible for me anymore. But yeah. And then Yuki sort of locked in. I really loved it. I love to see, like I was, and here this is my second mistake, and I think I will do 1 or 2 more mistakes, and then I just couldn't keep up anymore with you guys. And without this, I could have probably nailed a P2 at the end. I could have gotten maybe a P2 or something, I don't know. But yeah, this was interesting to watch from the distance, as from my point of view, at some point I just saw smoke coming up. First from Tranin's car, and then from Yuki's car when they were like touching the dirt ever so slightly into those fast combinations towards the end of the Sector 3, coming to the main straight. So yeah, here I was like, okay, nah, they are gone. It's just impossible to keep up with them. Meanwhile, VSR is doing a formation flight. I guess Igiava, the only one that has some kind of preparations for this track, as he was doing these corners pretty well, if I'm not mistaken. Like Dremet and McVison, maybe they had a few laps only before the race. McVison probably only a minute before the race, because this is so unlike him to be distant to his teammates. But yeah, Yuki now on the move against Tranin. And this is me like just I could keep up with the first sector of this track with Yuki and Tranin, but it was very difficult. Like all the other sectors were crazy difficult. But yeah, as you can see, the gap towards Igiava was constantly increasing, ever so slightly though, and this is what I thought when like, and I thought like, okay, Igiava is the only one that has probably more laps under his belt. But yeah, the only thing I didn't master was the hairpin. Okay. Yeah, the hairpin was, I don't know, like I was always losing against Yuki and you there, like at least like a tenth or so towards the end of the fast section where you have to go left, right, sort of coming out to the main straight. That was the only sort of like here, this part here, like I would lose always a tenth or two depending on how well I executed it, no matter what I did. So like, and I was, what the hell is Tranin and Yuki, what the hell are they doing better than I am? Because I felt like even on your hard, and this is crazy. Now Tranin comes in at the end of lap 9 into the pits, and I was like, wait a minute, what strategy is he on? So that means he has to go for longer stints on the hard tires. And to me, it was like, okay, because when you do 18 laps on the hard tires, it's super difficult to do anything. Yeah, I don't know, to do anything with those tires. But yeah, now I guess, not sure if the strategy would have worked if we had a little bit more cars on the grid. But to me, it was crazy that Tranen even had the pace with very worn out hard tires. I knew lap 9 I won. Yeah. That is definitely... Yeah, well, I mean, I knew we were ahead of him. That's how much I knew. But now it was like we cannot afford any sort of mistakes, anything like crazy to happen. And to me, I almost ended my race the same way as Igiava did here. I touched the wall with my rear left tire, I think ever so slightly, and I messed up totally there. So yeah, Dremet now on the move against Igiava. Also nice to see that they had like a private battle. But I think, and then Igiava won't be able to get back at Dremet, I think. Commentator's curse, obviously. And then Dremet... no, Dremet is not going to... maybe yes, he is. And then Dremet came back again, but Igiava will have the slipstream. Because I saw Dremet for a while there. Like his name appeared for a while behind me. So yeah, they were always cutting. Oof, that was super close, I think. Some butt cheeks were squeezed. Like if you cut over the curb in that final part, it always drags you towards the wall. So Dremet was like maybe asking himself, like, is this possible? Like, is it allowed to cut turn 1? And yeah, he was learning from Igiava, I guess. So yeah, now here is us also having a sort of formation flight. Tranen so far can execute his second stint almost perfectly without any traffic, but I guess in stint 3 and 4 he sort of got into the traffic the same way Yuki and I did. But Yuki was held up quite a lot in the traffic. I saw him like being stuck behind McVision and Igiava for quite some time, and then also at least for half a lap behind Dremet, before Dremet then had to eventually quit the race, retire the race due to some technical difficulties. But yeah, Yuki, I'd say almost flawless. He had a phase in the third stint, I believe, where I was gaining some time towards him, especially in Sector 1. I was always chipping away some of his, some of the lead that he had. And I was wondering like what had happened. If he was already calculating how much he needs to be ahead, or if it... Because I didn't have the points... Like, I haven't read the points before the race, so... And I believe Yuki told me already, but I was like... I totally forgot, to be honest, what he needed to be the winner. But I'm glad it ended up like this, because he eventually won the race and didn't need anything from me. So, as I was definitely on the slower side tonight, even though I tried really hard, to be honest, like to support him. But yeah, I guess Yuki is just on another level in this regard. But yeah, it's very nice to see that at least, even with the 6 cars that we had on track, we had some battles and some mix-ups where we ended up battling the VSR boys, who had all the reason to be there, to be a pain in the ass, if I may say so. Now Igiava already defending against McVision. So let me see, Dremet, Igiava and McVision, all of them on the hard tires. McVision, I think he finally grooved in and slightly catching Igiava. But yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead to lap 60, no, to the next few laps actually, sort of. Okay, yeah, we pitted, Tranin was now ahead of us, and in my opinion, Yuki did a very nice job in keeping the gap consistent between him and Tranin, I mean, as much as possible. But Tranin was now slightly lighter, has of course slightly worse tires, but Yuki still manages to sort of keep up with him. And now the VSR boys into the pits they go, E-I-E-I-E-I-O. And then Igiava with the Le Mans sort of starting, pitting style, whatever, GT style. And they pitted quite a lot there actually, so wait, how much did they have? 89%, okay. So they were probably doing as well, like, yeah, well, they should have done 16 laps actually on their first stint, but now they will probably go a little bit longer. And now McVision here. Meanwhile, we have to watch Yuki and the gap between him and Tranin. McVision here on the move against his teammate. Now finally on the straight here, he gets some draft, some nice slipstream, but Igiava stays close to him, as he knew that McVision might mess up probably his braking point, as he had so much speed in comparison to the lap prior. So yeah. Now Igiava here on the move. And this is sort of one of the phases where I gain a little bit and lose a little bit against Yuki, and then it kind of stays there for a while. But inevitably Yuki is also increasing his gap there slightly towards me. And now Igiava overtook, but he ate a little bit too much of the dirt. Here left, here right, and then you cannot steer anymore, and then you lose quite a lot of flow and momentum. And then luckily for him though, that McVision also didn't get the corner right, or I mean didn't get it optimal. And then this is actually, if you nail the turn one, you can gain quite a lot of time there, but Igiava was using it too much there. And then overshot slightly for the turn two. And then the hairpin, I guess this is also a nightmare for some people. Yeah, and as you can see, Yuki was increasing his gap more and more and more against me, and I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Like, I need to figure out whatever it is to stop it. But he was just flying away. To me, what was surprising is though that, like, here I was with 74%, 73%, and Tranin, look at this, like he has 64% of tires. We have 73. I mean, the fuel difference is quite high, so obviously Tranen is running super fast, but still, like, Tranen has fuel for about, like, including this lap that he began, then like 4 more laps, and then it's over, so he has to come in, and he will come in at the end of lap 24, I guess. But still, him running on these used hard tires so fast that even Yuki cannot close the gap quite well. But again, the fuel difference is quite high, so yeah. I was wondering towards the end, like, is he coming into the pits one more time? And then obviously he was, and then obviously also he was doing another soft stint, and that was at least for me the sign that he, like, when he was in his third stint running, I mean, I hoped that he cannot finish the race. I was like, okay, I don't know if he's that crazy to like go super long with the hard tires, but I guess it was not possible. Also fuel wise it wouldn't have been possible. But yeah, Tranen eventually came in, as you will see probably, and then it was on, like, Yuki or him. And you will see, like, I've tried to wiggle at least a little bit there on the, but as I did that, I sort of made a mistake to stay on the outer side and gave him the inside, and he overtook me fairly easy, which I hoped for him not to do, because I was like, okay, I have to sort of be the wall there for Yuki and his championship. Because Tranen told me at the beginning that he needs like a 10 points difference between him and Yuki, and I was like, so how many points does P2 get? Is it like 10 points or not? And yeah, but I guess Yuki also demonstrated once more, like, his speed and racecraft. But yeah, so this is me now, this is Yuki, and this is Tranen. We are currently in lap 24, and this is the in lap for Tranen. So Tranen will come in and Yuki will take the lead. Tranen almost slid too much there and would have missed the entry if he had slid too much, I mean. So this is me now taking P2 finally, chipping away, and there are the VSR boys. So this is now going to be interesting, as Dremet definitely has the speed to overtake him here, but McVisson slightly too late. If he didn't fight Igiava, he would have slipped through as well. So now it was on for Yuki and myself to not fuck up, as we will be coming in at the end of lap 28. But yeah, Dremet was on the losing edge here, because, I mean, he is giving it a fight, but he made a mistake that he picked the outside line as he defended too late. But here, look at this, Dremet relentless, just staying ahead there. But now Tranen will sort of get him, and props to Dremet for this awesome fight with Tranen. Now Tranen closing in here. Oof. Oh, this was dirty. I mean, dirty in a positive way, as Tranen used all of his abilities there to make Dremet have the worst entry into turn one as possible. And then here, like Dremet trying to stay fair and have no contact with him, but here I'm not sure if there was some slight contact. No. Yeah, yes, there was. There was slight contact, and with these cars it's like the issue is that even this slight bump makes you go wide, as you can see here. But yeah, I'm not sure, not sure who to blame, as Tranen gave Dremet quite a lot of room on the right side. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to finger point, as this is the last race and I don't want to have it some negative ways, but just saying that that small bump might have pushed Dremet over the curbs. And then McVision as well. Now on the attack here is like, you won't push my teammate around. But yeah, McVision knew that him fighting this might not help them, but they were giving it all, sort of. They were fighting at least. This is a great show. They were not giving it easily to Tranen, and this is what Tranen meant by losing a lot of time. In those, ooh, and then look at that. And this is what I meant, like if you cut across this curb, the car just jumps and you lose a lot of time. Oh, and then Igava as well hit the wall over there. And this is what happened to me, but my contact was slightly worse, as I lost a lot of time on the straight, like at least 2 seconds or something like that. So let's speed it up a little bit, because I want to watch the game, Germany versus Ivory Coast. Oops, wait. I was pressing shift many times, and then there was plopping up something. So yeah, as you can see, or maybe not. So now lap 28, and we are in the pits. In this case, Yuki and myself. And Tranen, of course, takes over the lead now. But we have a nice battle here now towards turn 1, McVision against Dremet. They were not giving each other an inch there, like they were enjoying their fight. And which is super nice to see, because we had not that many cars on the grid, and then to have at least some content, these guys were giving it all. I love to see this between teammates. I mean, yes, it's the end of the season, so probably the team order was like battle to see who's fastest, to see who's the Platzhirsch. Field deer. Who's the field deer? But yeah, great overtake by Dremet. Now Yuki was closing in, and this fight was not helping VSR nor Yuki, as Tranen was running away, and Tranen was probably super glad that he got rid of them, like in quotes, easily, more easy than Yuki, as Tranin had only to face 2 cars, Yuki has to face 3 cars, and they were not going to yield. So yeah, let's see. Yuki now super close. I was super far away from Yuki, and that pissed me off, to be honest, that I was setting up, like I was setting the fastest lap on qualifying, but when it came down to racing, I fucked up. So I would have liked to have P2, to be honest. But yeah. Now look at this. Yuki stuck in traffic. Doesn't know where to overtake first. I mean, obviously Giava is ahead of him. And then this small excursion to the dirt didn't help him. So VSR, I thought like they were giving each other like some sort of slipstream or whatever, and then McVision pulling into the pits, his second to last pit stop, and Yuki super late on the brake. Oh, yeah, okay, he did not lose a lot of time. I mean, Dremet and Yuki even went wide there through turn 3 to sort of lose the time that he gained through the braking. But Yuki, what a great move, to be honest, on Igiava. I think Igiava would have held him up a bit longer if he didn't do that. And now the fight with Dremet. And then Yuki was thinking like, okay, I'm not gonna overtake him here. I'm gonna use the main straight. But in order to do so, you have to be a bit closer, I guess. And then Yuki knew, okay, so Dremet was... okay, this is also good, because maybe Yuki also saw that Dremet had... Dremet had already low fuel and everything, and he had to come in, but... Look at the times now, like, wait, I was going to pay attention, but I forgot, to be honest. So this is the distance from Yuki to Tranin. In this case, it's 7.2 seconds. All this fighting. So all this fighting against the VSR guys, Yuki lost like 3 seconds on Tranin, which could have been crucial, if you ask me, towards the end. So yeah, look at this now, Tranin, and this is how I felt as well. Like whenever I went through that corner over there before the hairpin, when I saw Yuki's car disappearing, like I would always measure if I'm slow or fast by by remembering where his car was in comparison to mine on the track. I am not sure where I had my small contact with the wall. Maybe there was already the contact, but yeah. And this is the stint I was gaining quite some time on Yuki here, I think. As you will see. Like here, Sector 1, I would always gain quite some time there on Yuki. And then here, finally dropping below 4 seconds. And the timing is still, the gap is still dropping. Now it's increasing again. But here, I was super good on the brakes in turn 1, and this was Yuki's probably nemesis corner. So as you can see, I'm getting the gap down and down and down. I think at some point it will be 2 seconds. But here, this final sector, this was my nemesis. And Tranen meanwhile pitting. So yeah, here, as you can see, 3.3 seconds. And I think I will get the gap even lower now. But let me get a little bit more back as Tranen is going to pit. So Tranen's in lap, if I'm not mistaken. It's crazy. Tranen could have done one more lap on the hard tires. So he, not only was he pulling away from Yuki slightly, I mean also due to the battles between VSR and ART after the pit stops, the second pit stops, but he had also a little bit more fuel on board. So now Tranen on another hard slip. So his strategy was like 11 laps on the hard tires. Wait, not 11, but like 12 laps on the hard tires. So 77%. If, yeah, okay. Wait. He was coming in, okay, 77 is like, but he's still overfueled. Am I, like, is my calculation wrong? He's still overfueled. What did he, I don't know, like 13 laps? 14 laps? 14 laps maybe? I don't know. He's still overfueled in my opinion. It was like 5% per lap worth of fuel, and then you take like 2 or 3% more if, just in case. But yeah, I was comfortable at this point, but then Tranen will lower the gap to like 7 seconds or something like that. At this point, somewhere here, I think I had like a 10 seconds or so gap towards Tranen. I'm not sure what happened, if he had made a mistake or something. Yeah, I don't know. Was it 10 seconds? I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, here, I was gaining like in Sector 1 against him. I think somewhere here I will sort of fuck up. Yeah, here I was super close and then I lost some time. And then Tranen will get closer. As you will see how much time I lost there, like 0.4 seconds. But yeah, and I also lost time against Yuki, which is not good. So yeah, now again, me trying to focus, and I am getting closer to Yuki by the lap. Like here, 2.6 seconds. Like I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, is he distracted by something, or is he getting bored of the race or whatever? Because Tranen was catching up to me and I was catching Yuki, which is not good. So yeah, Tranen was closing the gap here. Definitely. I was happy to maintain these like 7, 8, 9 seconds, but then it got more down and down and down, and I was like, okay, it's time to get into the pits. And then Yuki and I, we did get into the pits. This time it was way closer than before, and I was a little bit happy that I could close down the gap, but you will see that it did not help, as Igiava was a pain in the ass towards the end here. And then I slightly overfueled. I had 86 instead of 84%, which made me lose a little bit more time against Yuki, and I was like, fuck, and now I have Igiava ahead of me. And McVison doing the fastest lap of the race at this point. So here, I was like, and for some reason I slightly touched him. Here. I bumped into him, and then I lost the speed to overtake him here. Here. I touched him and I was like, fuck. So I had to slot in again behind him. Yeah, I had to be a little bit more conservative there because Igiava was not letting me through. I mean, he wanted to have a race, which is fine. And then here, knowing what happened on Long Beach, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do the same thing again. I gave him space. And this is how it looked from his perspective. I had way more traction as he was on dying soft tires. 18%, 17%. So yeah, it's a miracle that they survived, that he stayed out like this long. Not sure why he did it. Maybe it wanted just to, maybe he forgot, or maybe just wanted to mess around there a little bit, not sure. But yeah, now the long distance battle between, oh damn, between Yuki and Tranin. So look at this huge gap between Tranin and Yuki. This is like, Yuki's just entering turn 1 and Tranin is like already at turn 5, 6, 7, I don't know. Hey, thanks Tranin. So yeah, the heat is on. I will look into it later. Yeah, the gap was quite substantial now. I sort of lost my flow because of the battle with Igiava. To be honest, I previously closed the gap towards Yuki, and now Yuki was again on the same strat as I, pulling away by a huge margin. And this was super annoying in my, like for me. Not because I don't wish for Yuki to be ahead of me, but because I knew if I mess up, I wouldn't be of any help there for him towards the end. And I wanted to stay close there to him as possible. But yeah, me doing a few things here and there not helping. And Yuki, the gap got closer and bigger and bigger between him and Tranin. But yeah, I will again skip ahead towards the next pit stops, as Dremet is going to have some issues here as well. I think he says that he is going to pull off. Let's see when he does, as the timings. Oh. Wait, what happened to him there? So, he steered in. And then kept steering left, and kept steering left, and kept steering left. Oof. Oh, this is good that he didn't hit anyone. So his controller gave up. And he had to retire the car. Okay. This is not good. Not looking good, at least. So yeah. Let's skip ahead to the next pit stop. Tranin is now coming in at the end of lap 50. So Tranin is going to pit for soft tires, obviously, and 56%. Again, slightly overfueled. And I was now finally ahead. But this is what I meant. If not for the battle with Igiava, I could have been at least, I don't know, like here somewhere, close to Yuki probably. Not too close, but like closer, like 2 seconds, maybe 2.5 seconds. And in this case, I was 2.5 seconds further away from Yuki, which put me into the clutches of Tranen. And now I was like, okay, I need to stay calm and focused. I need to stay on track without losing too much time. I know I would have had the worst possible tires towards the end, so I had to stay ahead of him as long as possible. But I guess in the end, me being ahead of him didn't matter at all, as he passed me on a straight where he had almost no time loss whatsoever. So let's skip ahead a little bit here. And he will pass me. Yeah, here he's getting closer and closer and closer. He made a mistake, which gave me the chance to pull away a little bit, but here he finally got super close. And then here, even through my best sector, he was all of a sudden way quicker. I mean, obviously he had soft tires 79% in comparison to 63. So yeah, a 16-point difference, 16% difference. And I had slightly more fuel running. So yeah, let's keep going. And this is me now trying to figure out what to do, as I knew he would get me here. He was way better at braking here. Here. And then I was like, what do I do now? And like here I tried to sort of shake him off, but he was... The thing is, I hoped he was next to me so I could squeeze him in between the wall and myself. But he was not quite there, and then, yeah, I conceded in here into this, and then here, this small touch. This small touch here was a nightmare. I thought he would go for the left side. Then I looked backwards and I thought, okay, I saw he was on my right side, so... And here, I touched him. And this is what I meant. This slight touch, and off he goes. And that same thing happened to Dremet as well. Even though there was no ill intention, it's just how these cars behave, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, now as this was going on, let's see what the VSR boys were doing. So without Dremet, I think there is the X factor gone in terms of battling, as Dremet would have been somewhere in between them or maybe ahead of them, who knows. But yeah. But yeah, my biggest fear was, and there was another mistake, and now my biggest fear was that I would not have done anything towards helping Yuki. As you can see, Tranen is now applying the pressure towards Yuki. Yuki just doing Yuki things, staying ahead, being fast. Tranen slight mistake in turn after turn 2. And then let's see the last corners of Tranen. As he was saying that he was making some mistakes. I'm still not sure where. But yeah, the gap was closing and shrinking. Oh, maybe here. Wait. Yeah, here. Clipping that curb is annoying as fuck. Yeah, here. This curb there. But yeah. Ah, nice. Nice photo finish from Yuki here. I have to see also the... Oh, hairpin onto the back straight the whole time. Clipping the curb is my... Ah, clipping the curb is your line. Okay. But yeah, Yuki coming in. Ah, gives extra rotation. Ah, I didn't know that. Fuck. I was like trying to figure out what it was that gives you the extra edge on the last turns. But yeah, here, let's see, Yuki again. Oh damn it! I keep going backwards, but I'm still missing the point. So Yuki drives in, winning the championship. Congratulations. So I was actually looking at the back. Great job, Yuki, man. Great job. Congratulations, Tranen as well. Myself here. P3. And then we had, I think McVision and Digiava were fighting it out as well. Where are they? Let's watch this because this is the last lap. McVision, 7% fuel, 48 tires, 18 softs. Oh my god, Digiava was dying on these soft tires. Oh. Yeah, but Digiava has no chance. Loses traction. And McVision earning P4. That has done absolutely nothing, earns P4. But yeah, great job. He did not do absolutely nothing, but he, yeah. Great job. Great job, everyone. So yeah, guys, this was the final round of the ICS, Turbo Sliders ICS season. First one. And I guess we will see more of it in the next season. I hope with also a little bit more drivers on the grid, as this season definitely was beautiful in the beginning when we had like almost a full grid in the first 2 races, I think. But then afterwards it sort of collapsed a little bit as some people just didn't have the time to grind and yeah, maybe didn't like the way this car felt for them, not sure. But yeah, I'd say thank you, Tranen, for organizing a great event. Thank you for the awesome tracks. Thanks for this awesome championship. Keep it up, keep it coming, and I guess we will see some additional stuff in the near future, as you already introduced, with some endurance series, as well as a formula manager, AI management, and turbo sliders, which would be the first one, I think. No one else has done it before. And of course, the endurance races that we had a few years ago, the first ones with the GTE cars. But yeah, looking forward to it, what you can come up with, and let's see how it goes. Again, congratulations to Yuki for winning the first season of this ICS championship, as well as Tranen, McVision, Igiava, and obviously Dremet, even though he retired. Thanks for sticking to the end, giving it all, giving your best, and keeping up with everything. Good job, guys. Have a good one. Have a good night. And see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Check out Discord channel, OSCR. Well, I need to have some rest. I need to end the stream, but thank you, Yuki. You too, man. I loved working together with you. It was a pleasure, as always. I have learned also quite a lot with you about the tracks and everything, so I am looking forward for the next whatever we have. If we are going to be teammates or not, I would love to. But yeah, keep it up. Stay fast, stay safe, and see you in the next one. Have a good night. Take care, man. Take care, everyone.